Hey guys, just thought I'd pop in quickly. After that video I did last week talking about how I grew my group from 0 to 15,000 plus members. I think it's close to 16,000 now when I'm making this video, so it is growing quite quickly. A lot of people had a lot of other questions about groups, and so I just thought I would pop in and quickly do another video on the topic of groups, specifically why I believe it's important to have a Facebook group for your business these days, as is the title of the video. Hey, Anthony. Because a lot of people, I think, that I talk to about it are just still kind of like, you know, I know I should have one, but what do I do with it? Like, what do I do with it? Who should be in it? Like, just they kind of can't wrap their head clearly around it. So I thought I would just talk about the different types of groups that you can choose to have and how you would use each of those differently. You can have multiple groups, so you can just have one group, totally personal preference. But I think the main thing from an actual technical numbers and business perspective and Facebook marketing strategy kind of perspective is that people are spending more time in groups these days on Facebook than their newsfeed. Now, I only know this because of my own research and talking to people. I guess that's my target audience. I don't know if that's your target audience as well, but just pay attention to your own behavior. Like, if you are someone who, like, when you go onto Facebook, what do you do in most of your time? Like, for me, it's basically mostly in groups, like seeing what people are talking about, interacting in discussions. Thanks, Laws. I get tagged in groups sometimes, and I'm basically prefer to be in groups full of people that I am, you know, got some kind of connection with, or got some kind of familiarity, like shared interests with, I suppose. And so just have a think about like that. Just think about, like, are you spending more time in groups than just randomly scrolling your newsfeed these days? Of course, people still do both. But that's something that I've noticed is happening. The second reason why you should have one is that people want to belong to something. People like belonging to groups and communities that represent something that they are interested in, or that they like, or that is about a certain topic that they like, or is held by or hosted by a certain person or business that they like. You know, there's like fan club groups for books, and for movies, and there's you know, like mums groups, local mums groups. There's so many entrepreneur groups and business groups. There is literally like a Facebook group for everything, or if there isn't, and you know that, and there's a need for it, then that's an opportunity for you to go and create one. But people want to belong to something, and that's just a human trait. Like, we like to have labels for ourselves. We like to find people that are believe in the same things that we believe in. We like to find people that are like us to connect with, and so that's a benefit of Facebook groups. A good thing about Facebook groups. Before Facebook existed, there used to be forums. Let me know if anyone used to be on forums and stuff like that before Facebook existed. I know that I did. I used to be really into motorbikes, and I had a motorbike, and I was on a bunch of Brisbane motorbike forums, and I was just always in there in my spare time, just like reading threads and posts and commenting and stuff. And so groups are kind of like the modern day forum, internet forum, I suppose. So there's different types of groups that you can have. And I think if anyone was going to take away just like one of these groups right now and start one group, it would be to create a group for your current clients, for sure. You can just call that group, like, you don't have to get really creative with that group, because it is a group for your business, for your clients to be a part of, to bring them together. So it could even be your business name members only, or it could be your business name, you know, VIPs, or behind the scenes, or in the salon, or like, I don't know, like, depending on what your business is, whatever you want it to be, but like, have some kind of secret space that your clients are invited to after they do business with you or when they purchase from you. Like, I know that if I am a new client of a business and I find out that they have a group, I'm like, well, I want to be a part of that group. I want to be like, I want to get up and in with the boss, with the leader, with the team, with the client, other clients and stuff. Like, I go to a boot camp that's up here on Mount Tambourine, and I found out they have a members only group for like everyone who does the boot camp together. So I'm like, well, of course I want to go in to be a part of that group, and then I stay up to date with what's happening in there. And sometimes they have like group dinners organized for our clients and like all kinds of stuff. So it's really cool. I obviously have groups for all of my different programs. So they're there for like support for my clients or my members, or even just like for some of my books. I don't do that much anymore because most people I just want to have in this one for the books. But when I started writing my first book, I had like a group that went with the book so that people could share their results and experiences and ideas and stuff from it. So you can do kinds of things like that. Loz says, I feel like I'm too boring. I don't know what to talk about. Well, that's going to be another topic, but at the moment I will just mention the reason for having one. Another type of group that you could have is one for your team. So if you have staff members, like I've got a Team Wolfpack group for all of my team members, and we're in there and we share, successes with clients in there. We say, what's going on. We ask people what's happening with this, and we also have like our meetings where we actually talk to each other, because we're all not in the same area and it's an online business. We do everything online basically. But even some of my clients who have physical teams that work with them, they still are all in a Facebook group together. And another one would be a group that is specifically designed for just bringing your target audience all into one place, and to get like new leads for your business and to get new clients for your business. And so an example of something like that might be like, first of all, you have to know who your ideal client is and what kind of person you want to attract. And then you would create a group specifically for those kind of people. So if you know that most of your clients are mums, as an example, and you're in a small town, you could start a, whatever your town name is, mums group or a mums and bubs group. Or something like that. And the thing with starting groups like that, though, is you don't make them all about your business. They have to be more like a community of just bringing like-minded people together. Everyone can ask questions and share tips and ideas and help each other. And you position yourself as the leader of that group, the admin of that group. And you have to be known as your name, the owner of your business. And if you just start a really, really great group and you get a lot of people in there and you add lots of value and you bring people together and that kind of thing, then you automatically just become known. There's a trust factor there, and people will just start, choosing to do business with you because they know you and they trust you and they like you more than like any other business out there that isn't doing that and is just kind of like hiding behind a logo and not really putting themselves out there. Let me know if that makes sense so far. People see more of your posts organically inside a group too. You can't currently advertise in groups, I don't think, which is probably a good thing because people go into groups currently to escape advertising on Facebook. Sometimes you see ads in groups, but you can't like have a group and then run ads in it, which is why you have to do more of like a content marketing strategy more than a direct advertising, direct marketing kind of strategy. That doesn't really work in free groups. It just pisses people off and annoys them. So that's why it's important to think about groups as like it is a really different style of marketing and advertising to what you may have previously been doing. Like if you're just promoting things in there all the time, or showing off your work and stuff, like it just doesn't work the same way as a page. And I see people doing this where they might have a group where they've got a lot of people in there, but they're just sharing the same kind of stuff in their group as they do on their page, and they're getting like, or they're sharing it from their business page, like under a business name, and they're getting basically zero engagement. They're getting like nobody's liking their stuff. It's kind of no point to it really. So the point of a group should be looked at as if you're bringing a group of people together. Like that's really the point of it. You're bringing a community of people together. You're doing it because you genuinely want to, because you like people, because you care about them, because you want to create a space that people want to be in, basically, not just a space to promote yourself and sell things. That's just going to turn people off immediately. That group is going to turn into like a spammy thing and no one's going to want to spend time in there. Another thing about groups is that it really should be more about them than you in order to make it successful. Like I've talked about this so many times before, and that is that, you know, all human beings are more interested generally, like their primary focus is on themselves and on anyone else. And so if you can be that person that actually initiates other people talking about themselves and asking people questions and listening to them and being interested in other people, like genuinely, then that's really the only way to get people to start being interested in you. You have to initiate that. People aren't really going to care about you at all unless you are first of all interested in them and you know who they are and you know what they want and what they need and you're prepared to give that to them. Hey, Candace. Nice to see you. And yeah, you need to look at it more as a community rather than an advertising space, and kind of think about it as though, yeah, you're bringing people together. You can promote your stuff obviously in there, but you've got to do it in a really not spammy direct sales type of way, and not too frequently either. And it's like, having a group is more about establishing yourself as someone that people know, like, and trust, sharing obviously what's going on in your business and what's happening and results that clients are getting from you and stuff, because I do that all the time in here. I'm not saying don't do that, but doing it in a way that it's like, you know, check out what's happening in my business. Look at this. It's really cool. Look at these results that my clients got, but also like giving tips and advice and posts and stuff that's genuinely just designed to help people with literally no other purpose. Like I share posts all the time that I'm just like, this is my thoughts, or this might work for you, or this is a video now that I'm making to kind of help people, and I'm not trying to sell anything with it. So does that kind of make sense? Can you see how that works? But in doing so, like, because I do all this stuff, then when I have something to offer, people are more likely to buy it from me, and they do because they know me and they like me and I've already kind of helped them. That's how it works. That's how it works. And so you really have to, if you're going to start a group, like, you don't have to, but I'm just saying, I think it's a really good thing for people to do. If you're going to start a group, you really have to be you. Like, just you, not hiding behind a logo and being a business name. People have to know you as the owner, as the founder, as the creator of that business, as the face of that business. And so if you're someone that really, for whatever reason, is trying to hide, it's just not going to work. You have to come out and you have to be fully open and honest and transparent and like real. Candace said, so you're saying we should create our own Facebook group for our business? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. And if you don't want to create like a public one, at least have one for your clients to be a part of, and then go and send out an email to your database or a text message or something after you started it, just going like, hey guys, this is really exciting. We've started our own Facebook group for our clients. We'd love you to come in and introduce yourself. And, you know, we'll be letting you know when we have any, like, what's going on in the business, and if we have any spots available, if we have any specials on and that kind of stuff. So, hey, Angela, hey, Candace. So that's definitely what I'd encourage most people to do. And then, yeah, keep it, like, it's more relative to your business if it is like a clients only one, obviously, but you want to also make it fun. You want to also make it bringing people together, learning about them, asking questions, getting them involved, and bringing them together. Like, you know, you could even help people to make new friendships and stuff, especially because, like, if your ideal clients are all the same kind of person, then generally they'll like each other, like, as people, as friends. And so you can have this really nice space that you've created. So let me know if that makes sense. I will do a couple more videos on groups. Someone asked me specifically how to start one the other day. I thought it was just really obvious because I think there's a button somewhere on Facebook, like on the homepage, it just says create a group. But I can do a short little one showing you the steps if anyone would like that. So just let me know. Yeah, and let me know if you're going to go start a group. Good luck. See ya.